Hello everybody and welcome back to Rover project. I've got the wing back on. I've also sorted the door out. I'm just going to keep this second-hand wing on for now, the old one. This door does need sorting out properly, it needs a new one. But look at that. Glide shut now. I had to tighten up those screws and I had to adjust those as well. They needed adjusting a little bit. And the one down there. But these were totally loose, so I tightened them all up. And the door glides shut now, lovely. Our Rover door should, but this door is naffed. It's all out of shape. I mean, he's put, like I said, whoever it was, he's put a bottom skin on here. And whoever's done it has done a terrible job. I mean, look at the gap in the wing there. And then you come further down. And if you look just there, you'll see it raises. It goes like that, look. So that door really does want replacing. It's crap. I mean, it's the same with this back one here. Look at the filler in that. So both these doors really want throwing away, really. Or doing properly. But yeah, we've got the wing back on anyway. Like I said, bodywork and all that I'll do at a later date. At the moment, I've got the other wank type steering arm off, and I could have done this one yesterday actually if I'd thought about it. It was running out of time now, is the thing, because this one came off easier than the other side actually. I mean, I didn't even have to tap that end; it just fell off, and the end up by the steering box I had about 10 taps and it just fell off. So this one came off a lot easier than the other side. But that was where I could feel the play up here by the steering part, by the I forgot what they call it now, a bit like a steering box. And there was play, I could feel it rocking. So I'm hoping it definitely is that what's doing the clunking sound. I can't see anything else under the car which is clunking. The spring looks all okay. The ball joint is all okay. It looked like that was a fairly new one. Back a bit. Some of the underseal's coming off. I've been scraping it off with a screwdriver so I can get all this cleaned up so I can get this painted. And same as the other side, get it all painted up. Yeah, so it looks like he's had this wing off anyway, because the bolts on the wing, the two bolts will go in there, they were totally loose. I didn't even have to put any pressure on the ratchet to undo them. So he's had panels off. I mean, you can see he's done painting in there. So he's done something in here. Somebody's done something in here. I don't know what. Might have been a bit of welding just here, I think. Might have done a bit of welding because there's a bit of welding being done along there as well. So it looks like that's the reasons why. And I still got to get the rubber gasket that goes along there as well. I haven't got one, but I just put the wing back on for now once all this is done, and I'll order one in, because like I said, I've got to get around doing the bodywork at a later date. So I'm not too worried about rushing into that for a minute. So I'm going to try and see what I can save on this car, really, at the end of the day. But like I said, it all takes money, doesn't it? That's the thing. I mean, if I can get the car so it's roadworthy properly, I mean, I don't want to drive it with worn out bushes or anything, so that's why I'm checking everything now before I take it for a drive. And I've got to get that exhaust done, which is holding me back, and the tyres need changing, which is not a problem, it's just finding the time really to get them done. More money again actually, because I've got to pay to get them changed over. So we'll have to look into that. But yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there slowly. I think I'll just have to try and sell one of my motorbikes, I think, to get the money together to finish this car off. Yeah. Well, I'll come back to you in a short while once I've got all this cleaned up. I don't want it all to go over the camera. I'll only be using, I can't use one hand anyway because I need the drill down there with the wire brush on the end to clean it up. So I'll come back to you in a short while. Okay, that's that side done. Giving it a good paint up the best I can. It just makes it look a little bit more flipping tidier. A load of muck. Check the ball joints, they seem to be all alright. If they start wearing out, then like I said before, I'll just have to go and get a set, won't I? I've got the bottom ones, it's just the top ones I need really. So I've got the bottom ones in spare just in case. And if I need anything else, then I'll just have to look around, see if I can find it, won't I? But it's a little bit more tidier and it's a little bit more better. Like I said, some of the paint, the old undersill was flaking off, so like I said, slap some black paint on it just for now. Bit later on I'll go over it all again with some stone chip or something like that. Or I'll just get another tin of this black paint and just pour it all over again. Because it is good stuff, when it goes hard it does go hard. It just makes it look a little more tidier as well. I just got the underneath of these arms to do and stuff like that, which I'll get the car up on ramps because it'll be a bit higher than these jack stands then. I can crawl underneath a little bit more easier to paint. So yeah, there we are. So that's that bit done. I'll come back to you again in a short while with hopefully something else done. There's quite a lot of spots on this camera as well. On the lens, it must be dirt on the lens. A load of dust. Get a bit of tissue in a minute. I know a lot of dust has been flying around. Yeah, that's better. It looks a little bit like spots were all over it. Yeah, like I said, it's only a quick tidy up. It all looks better with a bit of paint on it than mucky old rust and dirt and stuff like that, doesn't it? So I'm going to get this steering arm fitted, get the wing back on, and hopefully that should be it for today. And I'll figure out what I'm going to do tomorrow, because I'm still stuck on, like, you know, the exhaust, the tyres. I still got the few other little bits and pieces to finish off inside the car. A few electrical things to finish wiring up, like the rev counter, vacuum gauge, a new pressure gauge, which I still got to get the bits for. Or I might just buy another kit actually and take that one out, because I've had that one now for a while. I think it was in one of the old Fords I had years ago. So I know it worked, it's just it hasn't got the fittings for this one. So if I buy a new one, it'll come with new fittings. So, yeah, so there we are. So that should be it for a minute. I'll probably film again once I got the wing back on, but if not, this probably will be it for today. It's only a short video by the looks of it, but it's coming along. It's getting there slowly, but it's just a slow process, but it all takes time. So yeah, I'll get this steering arm on now. Right, I'll talk to you again maybe in a little while. If not, it'll be another video. Okay everybody, it's all put back together, the wings are all back on. I've took it just around the block just to see if that knocking stopped. It's not as bad as it was, but it has quietened down a bit. But I can't think what else it can be. It's coming from this passenger side, and it's coming from like the steering part, so whether or not is something else gone up there, I don't know. Maybe it's round by the, well, steering box or something like that, or steering idle, whatever you call it. But steer's alright, not heavy on the steering at all, it's very light actually. Unless it's me, I don't know, but I don't find it heavy at all on the steering. But these new steering arms are all on there now, and just started up alright. apart from that starter motor keeps sticking all the time. I must either take it out and have a look at it or replace it, one of it. Oh dear. It's never ending. But then again, it wouldn't be a project if it was never ending, would it? I mean, if I wanted to go and buy a nice shiny car, I'll go and buy a nice shiny car. But then it might have hidden sins. Still got that one to wire up and those two to wire up anyway, so I'm going to call it a day now. I've had enough. Yeah, and I still got that to sort out as well. I think I've got another one of them in my collection. I would have liked some P4 ones actually, Rover P4 ones, which are just clear black sun visors. Clear plastic or whatever, see what I mean? It's just absolute freaking nightmare. As soon as it goes up there, it just pop back down again. It just doesn't stay up there. I was tempted to try and put a little zip tie around it, but I have got another one. I'll try it, and if, oh God, I'll try it with another one. If that don't work, then maybe I will zip tie it just for time being until I can sort something out. But I am absolutely bushed at the moment. It's been basically non-stop. I started this about, I think it was about 10 o'clock this morning, and it's just gone 3:10, so, and in that time I've stripped all that down, redone all that. Yeah, so I'm a bit wore out now, a bit cream crackered actually. It's like I said, the carpets down there need doing as well, so I'll get round getting another carpet set with another time. But I feel absolutely run down at the moment. I feel wore out. It's a nice day though. It's an absolutely lovely day. I still got that exhaust to sort out. Whenever it'll be, I don't know. That door shuts lovely now. That actually glides lovely shut. Lovely, absolutely lovely. So yeah, so I got a few other bits and pieces to do and stuff like that on the car. So it's the exhaust, and I've got to try and find out what that clunking is on the passenger side. Yeah, so I'll try and find out what that is. Yeah, I mean, I do have another steering idler. The annoying thing is when you've just put new joints on and stuff like that, and then you've got to bang them back off, and then you wear it down, you might damage the rubbers. See, this is what I got another one down here. So it makes you wonder if it's this one's gone. But when I was rocking this, well, I got my wife to rock the steering. This one down here, which is the outer steering arm, was banging away. It was rocking. You could feel the plate clunk, 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 like that. But I can't seem to find anything else, unless it's one of these has gone on there as well. Which if they're basically the tracking in it for these. And that's a bit of a pain in the ass to get them off. That's basically inside the car like that. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, for God's sake. Fucking thing. So it's inside the car like that. Yeah. So it's got to be, unless it is this gone. Which, if it is, it's going to be a flipping nightmare to get off, isn't it? Whilst it's on the car. They didn't exactly make anything easy to get out on this car, really, did they? I mean, I got that one as a spare. Put them down behind there. I mean, I got that one as a spare, so I can always have a look and see. My poor 800. I've got to give it a wash. Right, so that's basically about it for today anyway, so like I said, I am absolutely cream crackered at the moment. I'm absolutely wore out. A lot of you are probably thinking, yeah, you only just done a bit of work, what are you so cream crackered for? Well, the thing is, about, well, what was it? About 10 years ago, I had to go in and have a severe operation, which, and it was a very severe operation. It was on my throat. That's why sometimes you hear me coughing and stuff like that. And put it this way, it wasn't a very nice operation. I had to keep going up to the hospital after so many days to have blood tests and stuff like that, get myself checked over all the time. Yeah, so it wasn't very pleasant. And at the same time, I mean, I wasn't allowed to work for over 6 months. I wasn't allowed to do any work at all. I wasn't allowed to get stressed out. I wasn't allowed to do anything. I was just meant to just take things easy and go on a holiday, which unfortunately I don't really do holidays. I just like days out, that's about it, but I don't do holidays. Yeah, so I was told to have a rest for about 6 months to a year. That's how serious it was. And in that time, I started doing a few little hobbies, nothing special, just a few little hobbies, and it lasted about a month. And then the council came round moaning about all the cars I had, and I had to sort all them out. So I had to go back doing work, which I was told I wasn't allowed to do any work. But trying to explain to the council I'm not allowed to do anything for about 6 months is a nightmare. So I ended up going into deep depression, lots of problems. Yeah, you don't really want to know about it. You only want to know about the Rover, but it wasn't very nice, put it that way. And it left me quite ill. So I've had the odd few cars on and off, that was about it, but nothing really where I really had to do any major work like this one. It was just the odd bit of body work and the odd bit of electrics and stuff like that, and the odd ball joints and track rod ends and stuff like that, tyres. And then I basically got bored of the project because it was just stuck lying around, so I sold it. But this one I want to really try and keep. So, like I said in my first video, it reminds me of the very first Rover I had. Exactly the same colour, exactly the same dashboard. Single carb, but the one I had originally was only a 2 litre. This is a 2.2. So, yeah. So, and that's the reasons why I really do like this car. So I'm hoping I can keep it and keep the work going on it. And keep you updated on videos and stuff like that. Not try and bore you with my chit chat all the time, but they say it's good to get it off your chest, but still, there you go. Yeah, so really at the end of the day she needs a good wash now because she's covered in dust from doing those wheel arches and stuff like that, so the dust just flew everywhere. I've given it a bit of a sweep up so I can keep an eye on now to see if there's any more of these stones come flying around down here. So I've swept it up sort of around the car, so if I see any more stones then I know definitely what, you know, where the kids are throwing them from, so I'll try and catch them out, little buggers. At the end of the day they don't realise what the car is worth, and they don't realise the value. They just look at it, it's just an old car. It's because their parents probably don't even realise themselves. But at the end of the day you can't really discipline kids today, you get told off yourself. So there you go, I'm rabbiting on again. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope I don't bore you with all my chit chat too much. She's getting there, but it's like I said, it's a slow process. But yeah, please like and subscribe to the channel. Try and, you know, so you know when the next video is coming on, and hopefully I don't bore you with too much chit chat like I always do. But still, there we go. So ta-ta for now, and all the best to you.